Da, 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 da.
Holy fuck. I almost just died. I was looking at the TV and got on like my headrest. Okay.
Dude, what was so funny about that is that you sort of disappeared into the image of me. It was a flash of you going like,
Oh look, look. Like, I disappear.
3, 2, 1.
Monkey bars. I don't know what rhymes with Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm a blow.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a quick another podcast. My name's Alex,
I'm Jesse.
aka Thicc.
And butter.
This is episode 69.
Finally! We reached it!
We reached 69. What an amazing number. What an incredible number. A special number. If you don't know why, you're 10 years old.
I'll tell you why. It's one
Number.
before 70. 69,
That's actually
70.
crazy, dude.
Yeah.
70 episodes of this
We've
podcast.
We've done this 70 times.
That's so crazy, dude. That's so crazy.
Yeah.
We've been pretty consistent in terms of doing an episode like every week for the past, like, in the pandy.
Yeah. It's taken in the pandy. Yeah. What has it been since? No, well, like we started being consistent like August, right? July or August.
No, I mean, we started doing this in like April. I mean, we were doing it like every week until there was like.
Oh, dude, yeah.
When
I
I
guess
went
that's
to
true.
Boulder, we took like a 2-week hiatus or something.
Yeah, that was the first one, though.
We've been doing it like every week since then.
That's a really good point.
But yeah, this is episode 69. This is to celebrate this wonderful occasion. This is Thicc and Butter After Dark. We usually record these podcasts like in the afternoon.
Yeah.
You know, but we decided, hey, let's watch a goofy movie. Not the goofy movie, but a goofy movie. And just drink some beers, you know, and just talk, you know, just talk about a goofy movie. Again, not the goofy movie. You remember? When did we do? Remember when we watched a goofy movie and an extremely goofy movie in one night?
Yeah, dude, that was when you had like a stomach ache and we were just hanging out in your room.
Well, that was a double feature.
Let's watch both Goofy movies.
That was a double,
in a row.
That was literally a double feature for the ages.
Yeah.
One of the best double features of all time.
I think it was how it was designed. When you watch Goofy Movie 1, you gotta go straight. What happens during the what happens with the skateboard tournament?
Like, yeah, that's the funniest part too. Is that the second one came out at a time.
Oh yeah, dude, the X game
was really popular, so they were like, "We gotta have this game." And so Max is trying to be like a professional skateboarder.
Wow. Wow.
And they go to the X Games. Good lord, that shit is so funny. Like, if you thought the first one was like the most 90s shit ever made, the second one might be even crazier.
Yeah.
The second one is the most 90s thing ever.
Well, like it not only does it introduce you into 90s time of storytelling, but also the advertisement, like the whole, you're just sucked straight back into it.
Their clothes, everything that they're wearing is so 90s.
Yeah.
So funny. It's also one of the weirdest Disney movies in the sense that like it's set in like the real world. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
set,
right.
it's set in like America.
It's normal.
Very bizarre.
College.
Dude, speaking of the Goofy movie, I don't know how we even got on this topic, but I got a jean jacket recently. Oh, I wore it on the last episode. I got this jean jacket.
I remember that.
And I wanna patch it up.
Oh yeah, dude.
So I was ordering a bunch of patches. I have it over there. You think I'm lying to you, but I have a Goofy movie patch. So it's a patch.
Yeah, I totally want to see that.
All right, I'll get it. Hold on.
This is a brief break so that we can wait and see if Alex's Goofy movie patch is a real patch or a fake patch. You find it? You find it?
Yeah, oh yeah, I found it. Oh my god. Dude, this is a disaster. Oh.
What are you doing?
I got it. I was all tangled up. The wire was tangled up. Oh shit. Okay. Dude, I gotta get. I'm so. I need an arm.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna give you a couple guesses what this is.
Okay.
So all I'm giving you is it's from a Goofy movie, not the sequel, not an extremely
first
Goofy
one.
movie.
The
first
movie.
one.
I think it was the Bigfoot.
Oh, that's a pretty good guess, but it's not. So it's Max as power line.
Shit. Oh shit.
So if you haven't seen the movie,
wow.
There's a pop star in the movie that's basically Prince that Max is a huge fan of. So he dresses up as Powerline.
Holy
I saw
shit.
this on fucking Etsy, and I was like,
yeah.
I'm buying that. I also got a lighthouse patch that says, God left to kill a seabird.
Dude, can you imagine? What if you had, is it just the words or is there like a picture underneath like the
So there's a seagull and it says, God left to kill a seabird.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That'd be funny if you have them.
And I got a John Carpenter. It says Carpenter and there's like Michael Myers on it and stuff.
That's hilarious.
The weirdest free assortment things that I could have gotten.
Yeah, I was gonna say you just got to keep them all in the same spot.
Yeah, and then I have a Daft Punk one.
Oh, I remember when you bought that one. That one's cool.
Yeah, dude.
That's gonna be a hell of a jacket.
I can't wait. I want to get a patch everywhere I go, all around the country, all around the world. That sounds
really cool. That sounds really cool. All the places that we can go right now: grocery store, gas station. What?
I'm drinking a cider. And this one is double. I'm so fucking. Oh my god. Can the camera get that? Jesus. No, it's like a double brewed, so it's like twice the alcohol. Which is probably why I spilled it all over myself. What's going on, dude? What's up? We didn't just watch a movie together.
Yeah, that's what happened most recently. Besides that, it's been kind of hazy here.
Yeah.
So I've been coughing up. Riveting.
What? I'm so confused. It's like hazy. Is it like smoky over there? Or like...
I think it is literally a little smoky.
Well, yeah, dude. I think like um, I mean, if I was reading correctly, that Colorado has gotten some of the residue from the fires in California.
Fires, yeah, dude. What it kind of seems like. Hazy.
Have you,
Coughing it all up.
dude, oh my god. Like, California is on fire.
Yeah.
like, it's insane.
It's goddamn orange as a pumpkin, dude.
Yeah, yeah, dude. Just in time for fall.
Dude, I had one of my friends met another one of my friends from high school that we both hadn't seen in a really long time, and apparently he has been living in Seattle, where my other
Yeah.
friend who told me about this friend just moved.
Right.
And he said he lived on a Christmas tree farm.
What?
He lived on a Christmas tree farm that was right next to the fires. So he was like up
Oh my god, dude.
all night just and saying like if the fire gets to that tree line, we gotta go. We're evacuating.
Yeah.
So
Wait,
that was a
I have
crazy
so many
firsthand
questions about
experience.
that. How are you living on a Christmas tree farm?
Dude, I don't know. This
It's just like a shed. He's like,
I guess so. I think he had a job.
He saw it on Zillow. He was
Yeah.
like, oh, that's a pretty cool. That's a pretty cool cabin right on the Christmas tree farm.
Dude, I mean, I would do that. That sounds sick.
Fun.
To say you could live on a
Yeah,
Christmas tree farm.
like you work there.
Yeah,
You
I think
had
that's
a
what
job
happened.
there.
Yeah. I think it was
Funny if he
that sort.
wasn't working there. He just lived there.
Just residencies.
He worked from home. He was like a stockbroker. He lived on a Christmas tree farm.
Man.
Oh man.
Well, did you get a job at a grocery store? Not yeah. a garden place, right?
Well, yeah, I like weird. So I went there on Wednesday when I applied for the job.
Yeah.
And I haven't heard back yet. So I don't know if I'm gonna be working there or not. I hope so.
Yeah.
I just need to do something. If I don't get it for some weird reason, I'm probably gonna figure out. I'm gonna probably find something else to do.
Yeah.
Here for a little bit. But I still want to move out there, dude. I really do. I really do.
It'd be so awesome if you did.
So I mean, like, even if I do that, like, even if I don't get the job, I'm either gonna like try to find a virtual thing here or something.
Yeah.
Or just straight up be like, all right, I'm gonna apply for jobs in Boulder. Just see what happens.
That'd be so crazy. That'd be really crazy.
Well, I just do that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, dude. It's like it's not like that there's going to be a lot of great job opportunities anywhere. Like any particular place is just all shut down or on fire. You know, all the like the movie places and things to go. So just going anywhere just doesn't seem so bad right now.
No, exactly. Like if I'm gonna work something that's like kind of like whatever, I want to be somewhere that's cool. You know?
Yeah.
Right.
And you know, Boulder, little hazy, but it swales. It swales.
It
swales.
Oh man. Dude, I was playing. Did I text you that Tony Hawk?
Yeah, you told me that you're trying to get $1 million combo.
Dude. So, I have a lot of thoughts right now. So,
about Tony Hawk?
Well, just
like a plethora.
Just so many thoughts. So, I've definitely expressed on this podcast before. I'm a good skateboarder. Love skateboarding.
Yeah.
He's on his forever. I'm not that good, but like I go my way around the board.
You're more talented than the average. You're more talented than the average bear, for sure.
I go my way around the board, you know.
I know my way around the board, son.
And dude, we live in a weird age right now where in September alone there were 2 skateboarding video games that came out. So there was Tony Hawk, the remake of 1 and 2.
Is that what you play?
Yes, that's what I'm playing.
Okay.
And have you ever played Tony Hawk? You know what it is.
No,
I mean, it's
I
one
know.
of, Tony Hawk Pro Skater is one of the biggest um, video game franchises of all time. Like,
yeah.
no joke. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I read today that Tony Hawk 2 is like, I think in the top 5 highest selling games, period. Like, of that
Wow.
generation.
Wait,
And
was
then
that like for like PS2s?
PS2, yeah. And then the first one
Wow.
is the highest selling. That I mean it became a massive thing. And Tony Hawk Pro Skater is very it's known for kind of bringing a lot of people to skateboarding that didn't know what skateboarding was. I mean,
That's kind of
they
cool.
knew what it was, but it was like it made it cool. I mean, the
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
Tony Hawk came out in like 1999, and like a lot of pro skaters, like my age or a little older, like if they're asked like, oh, you know, what got you into skateboarding? A lot of them will say, oh, I played Tony Hawk Pro Skater when I was young, and it was like, you know, and so
Dang.
that's what I love. Like it's so, but what I'm trying to say is I was past that. I was not the Tony Hawk Pro Skater
Yeah. Yeah.
crowd. It was past my time. I was
Yeah.
into this game called
The
Skate. You know what
round
Skate?
2.
Yeah,
No. What is
you know what
skate?
Skate? So Skate was a game that came out in like 2008.
Uh-huh.
And Skate, so do you
That's
know
the
anything
that's the
about?
year Obama was elected. I know this because I
Yeah.
can do math.
Do you know? Do you know what Tony Hawk Pro Skater is at all?
I know you play as Tony Hawk, the main character of the game.
You can, yeah.
You can play as Tony Hawk as the main character of the game, and you skateboard around town.
Well, what Tony Hawk Pro Skater it's an arcade game. It's basically an arcade experience. So what you're
Okay.
doing is you you are like button combos
Yeah.
for tricks and stuff. It is immensely enjoyable and fun, but it's very unrealistic. It's not like realistic skateboarding.
Gotcha.
But what Skate wanted to do was make skateboarding realistic. They wanted to
Okay.
make it like what it's like in real life. So, like the controls in Tony Hawk were you use the D-pad
Uh-huh.
and you know up and triangle at the same time would do a nose grind, and then like down triangle do a 5-0, and like you know if you did left square and do a kickflip, you know, so there are different combos for that. It's very arcadey.
Yeah.
And the whole point of the game is to get high combos, high scores.
Get your name on the board, put yourself in his ass, and you call it a day.
Exactly. Super fucking addictive fun. And like when I'm playing it now I realize like why it hit so many people. Because it wasn't just the fact that like skateboarding is fucking dope, but it was an incredibly well made and fun game to play. Like straight up, just period.
Yeah.
Like anybody could have fun playing it.
Yeah.
But Skate was like, so how that game worked was you moved with and this is Xbox 360 PS3 era.
Yeah.
So
which you were a 360 kid, right?
Yes, that was my that's what my first console. Well, I had a PS2,
family of choice.
Yeah. So I had that, and how that game worked was the left stick is just moving around.
Yeah.
And then the right stick, you would flick it in a certain way to do a certain trick. So to do an ollie, you go like this, you go up, and you do an ollie. And if you go sideways, you do a kickflip. You go that way, you do a heel flip. So it was really cool. It was a very innovative way of making skateboarding games. And that spawned 2 sequels, Skate 2 and then Skate 3. And Skate 3 still to this day has a massive community on YouTube, on Twitch. It was like it was an EA game.
Okay. So is the point of these games is the character just like in one place and just jumping up and you're like in a skate park, or do you like do
No, well that's the thing about Tony Hawk is like Tony Hawk was like So Tony Hawk was like all the levels were like they were in skate parks, they were in warehouses, they were in like all these places. But Skate took a realistic approach. So it was the streets of LA, it was like street skating. So it was like realistic skating, and they took like the skate games took a like there was a story to them. You could create your own character. You like met like pro skaters and stuff. They were really cool because it was like EA making a sports game.
Yeah.
And so I like grew up with those games. That was like and those are so different than Tony Hawk. So when I booted up Tony Hawk, never played Tony Hawk, I was so excited because I heard so many things about it. And I had played some of the Tony Hawk games. There's like 15 Tony Hawk games. They made them yearly. It was one of those things. And I played like ones that were kind of like shitty. That came out like the later ones. So I didn't really play Tony Hawk, but I am so like I was so bad at it. Like the first like day I had it, I was like, dude, how the fuck do people play this game? Because like to play it, you can't play with the analog stick. You can in the like this new one is a remake of 1 and 2, which is so dope. It's not like a remaster. They remade the game. Like it has like new physics. It has like all new stuff. Remade the levels and but it's like it's so hard because like you don't like us, we're not used to playing with the D-pad only. And that's how that game was meant to play. So you kind of have to play it like that. It's almost impossible to play with the analog stick. I don't know how people do it because it's really like down, left, up.
Yeah, you have to be really specific with
you have to
it.
be really specific.
That's how it is with fighting games. If you play, you can play with like a PS4
true.
controller, but you can't play with the right analog stick. You have to play with the
Very
D-pad.
true. Yeah, I know like people who play Mortal Kombat and stuff like that. Because the game is so old and they were playing it on D-pads, it's like it's funny how stuff like that still it's like we have all these amazing technological advances but we still are like playing with D-pads, you know, it's interesting. But
I feel like man, there's a lot of examples of interesting shit like that with like just going back and sort of I don't know, I guess like it's kind of like vinyl, you know, too. It's like we have a lot more optimal ways. It's like I want that.
Dude, I mean, this Tony Hawk game, that game came out in 1999. 1999, and they just remade it. 1 and 2. I mean, like they're 20 years old. Like it's a 20-year-old game. But so the remake of Tony Hawk game came out, and then there's a new skateboarding game that just came out.
Is that also Tony Hawk?
No, so it's called Skater XL, and it's like this indie game.
Extra large.
And it's this indie game, and I haven't played it, and I really want to because it looks absolutely fascinating. Because they are like even more so than Skate. They're like, we're gonna make the most realistic skateboarding game ever made. And the controls are so bizarre. So what it is your right analog stick controls your right foot, and your left analog stick controls your left foot. So you actually have to.
That sounds like some QWERTY ops shit, you know, like the QWERTY.
I mean, it's like apparently what's cool about it is like I'm watching a lot of things. It's like it kind of mirrors real skateboarding because you actually have to learn like the tricks. It's not like you press a button and you do a fucking tray flip. It's like you have to learn how to do a tray flip. And that's like pretty cool. You know, like that's pretty cool. And so I was like, so that was just something that was shot for as a skateboarding fan, it's crazy. The only game that we had was like Tony Hawk and then Skate. But now it's like Skate 4 was announced. And then we have this like indie game Skater XL, and then the Tony Hawk games are so successful, like they're killing it right now. I was reading the sales are awesome. Like people are still playing Tony Hawk. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's cool because they're like, we just have like tons of cool skateboarding games that I can play now.
Yeah.
Which is sick. Because at the
Yeah.
time, it was just like Skate 3, which if we ever do Twitch,
Yeah.
that's a game that I would love to play with you. Skate 3. Because
Yeah.
I have so much nostalgia for it. But
Is it
like,
good or is it bad?
I mean, it has a lot of memes behind it because there's a lot of
Yeah.
glitches in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's this
That's
fun,
what I've
I'm
seen.
surprised have you heard of it?
Escape 3 honestly sounds the most familiar. I think
Yeah,
I've
because
seen
I think it was
the
like it
videos I've
went
seen.
crazy viral because it was well, it's not a bad game. The problem with it was Skate 2 was such an amazing game
Yeah.
that EA, being the shit company that they are, the garbage ass like bottom feeder piece of the garbage that company is,
Uh-huh.
I hate them. Trying to make it an annual franchise.
Yeah.
So what they did was they didn't put a lot of effort into Skate 3 at all. So
Yeah.
it's basically just Skate 2. It's not a bad game, it's just more of the same. That
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
not innovating or anything.
Yeah.
It's still fun. I mean, that's just the game that I grew up with.
Yeah.
But um, but there's a mode that has so much videos on YouTube called
Yeah.
Hall of Meat, where you get points
Meat?
for yeah.
What?
Well, yeah. I don't want to explain it to you. It's a standard thing.
Oh, okay.
I'll go on a tangent if I try to explain that to you. But there's a mode where you get points for wiping out. So what you
Uh-huh.
do is you try to do the craziest wipeout you possibly can. Like
Yeah.
there's a like if you go off there's a button where you can literally you could be in midair and press a button and just,
And launch
jump
yourself.
off of there, yeah. And when you hit the ground, it shows what bones you break. And
Oh, I've definitely seen that. Yeah, I've definitely seen that.
It's really funny. And there's really funny videos of people on YouTube who do it.
Yeah.
But it's really funny. But yeah, it was just something that I was thinking about today because I was just like, man, this is so weird. That I'm sitting down and playing a game that's 20 years old,
Yeah.
and then
Remade.
and it's just so cool. And it's just like, yeah, we don't get skateboarding games are so cool, and you don't get like like we don't have an annual franchise like that. We don't
Yeah.
have like NFL or MLB or anything like that. Which is
Yeah.
cool. It's just an actual cool sports game that I want to play.
See what you guys got to do, the skating community, to make sure that you get more games, is that you have to introduce a ball into skateboarding. If you do that, if you introduce a ball, you guys are good.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like Rocket League. Rocket League with all the skateboards.
Dude, exactly. Well, I guess Rocket League is just soccer, so that's
right. Rocket League, yeah, I mean, it's honestly, I don't want to get too nerdy about it, but Rocket League is kind of transcendent. It's like its own thing now. It's not like soccer. Like the idea of it, is there's a ball and a goal, but you don't fly in soccer. You don't do aerial. You don't do aerial shit in soccer.
All right, you make a point.
You don't drive a car. You don't have boost in soccer. I mean, it's a whole.
Hey, wait a minute. Cars don't play soccer. It can't be soccer.
What I'm saying is the genesis of the idea was soccer with cars, but it has gotten to the point where it has transcended. It is transcended.
Cars can't play soccer. They can't do it.
I remember when I first played the game, I didn't realize that it was RC cars. Like, that was, the idea. I was like, I made a comment to my buddy who I played with. This is when the game came out. We were like, dude, what if, it's like, wow, there's no way, if people were in this car, imagine if this was real. I'm like, no, everyone would die. You just run into each other, and you hit the ball, you can't see where you're going, and then you just run into the wall.
Yeah,
so I thought, I was like, oh, this is unrealistic. And then I realized, oh yeah, it's RC cars. That's more realistic.
Did you you seriously were booting up Rocket League, and your first thought was, "Man, this is
Well, I was like, this is a
unrealistic."
fun game. This is a fun game, but where's the realism?
I'm gonna play
But where's the-
Spyro. What
where's-
the fuck is this?
Yeah,
There's no
right,
dragons.
right. Remember last summer I was playing Spyro?
Yeah,
The reignited trilogy.
I want to play that, dude.
It's
That's
so
like
good.
while you were playing Tony Hawk, I was playing Spyro. That's what I was growing up on.
Yeah,
That shit.
yeah. I played Spyro too. I love
I loved
Spyro.
Spyro. I was
Spyro
into
was
it.
awesome.
I was big into dragons, so I was like, oh, yep.
Yeah, he's kind of he's kind of a pussy looking dragon, but he's still a dragon.
All those rounded curves.
Yeah, he's not menacing.
Too round.
Speaking of video games, did you see the PlayStation 5 event that happened 2 days ago?
No, I only saw the first thing.
They announced how much it was.
How much is it?
So
700.
the one with the disc drive is $500,
Uh-huh.
and then the one without the disc drive, the digital only, is $400, which is
Okay.
exactly what I expected. But
Precisely what I thought.
yeah. But it was cool because the first thing that I'm surprised you didn't hear. Well, are you a Final Fantasy guy? You like Final Fantasy?
Yeah, I've never actually played Final Fantasy,
Okay,
but
yeah,
I know about it.
I don't really. It doesn't really appeal to me.
Yeah.
But the first thing they started with, they just straight up were like, "Here's
So
Final
many
Fantasy
words.
16," and there's
Oh.
a whole trailer for Final Fantasy 16. I know people were going apeshit about that.
Yeah. See, I didn't even know we were on 16. I got
Oh, I
lost
knew
after
that.
I
knew
got
that.
lost after 13.
Yeah,
I was surprised there was a 12. That's crazy. There's 12 games? There's
You
16.
didn't know that, really?
I mean, not really, no.
I'm surprised. I feel like you would know exactly how many Final Fantasies there were.
I know that there's Final Fantasy 1, obviously. And then it probably goes to 2. After that, 3. And then I know 7.
You know what's funny is I think there's more than 16. Because I think those are the main games.
Dude, spin-offs and stuff? Yeah, dude.
Because,
that's crazy.
Kingdom Hearts, which is there's 3, there's Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3, but there's 85 spin-offs.
Yeah.
So Kingdom Hearts 3 is really Kingdom Hearts 12.
Man, these guys gotta get better at counting.
Final Fantasy. I don't understand that. I think it's I don't understand it. But
see, I like turn-based Japanese.
It just seems horrible. Even the trailer, everything looks cool, but when they talk, you're like, what the fuck am I watching?
You know what? I'm also thinking about a different kind of Final Fantasy. I'm not thinking about the main series. I'm thinking about there's a cutesy version of it where you play more as RPG Pokemon characters, turn-based type Persona stuff. But I'm thinking about the main games that we're talking about, and I'm realizing what those actually are. I think they are turn-based, but it's with that style,
Yeah, right. It's a JRPG.
It's hyper anime style.
Right, yeah.
It's too much. The hair, it's too much. When your skin is the same glossiness as your hair, that product is bad for you. Don't put that on your skin.
Too much lotion, dude.
Dog, you look like a slimy anaconda.
How'd you get that glossy? That's what I want to know. How'd you get that glossy?
Sir, how did you get that glossy? Cloud?
Lotion. Cloud. It's the only character I know from Smash. Cloud.
Cloud.
I got someone listening to this fuck these guys. They don't know what Final Fantasy is.
They're not that glossy.
I didn't realize how popular Final Fantasy is too. Because the PlayStation event kicked off with Final Fantasy 16. And I watched it. It's wow, that looks pretty cool. But I don't get I don't know who any of these people are. I don't care at all. But it's a huge thing.
Yeah, I think I feel like it's similar to groups like World of Warcraft people. Still, it's obviously there's a shit ton of people behind it.
Still around?
Yeah, dude.
World of Warcraft? Wow.
I think people still
How
play
long has
it.
that game been around? It's
I
gotta
don't know,
be
man.
20
I don't
years. It
know.
had to be 20 years, right? We've gotta be creeping up on 20 years.
Man, I mean, they got that thing running on a potato. Way back
Yeah.
when. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure that it's been around
Yeah.
all our life. You know, we've only known
all my life for sure. 100%.
We've only known a WoW world. We've never been WoWless.
Oh wow, yeah. I never even remotely tried to get into stuff like that because all the people that were in the World of Warcraft, I was like, I don't want to.
We talked about League. We've had off. We haven't talked about it on podcast on air, but I'm not going to talk about it now. I don't wanna. That game sucks.
But here's what I really wanted to talk about.
What?
So they showed Spider-Man Miles Morales gameplay.
Oh,
which looked. I mean, it just looks. It looks fantastic. I mean, it just looks like. What's cool is Miles has different powers. You know, so he has like electric powers. He can turn invisible. And that's
which I don't. What's the lore behind that? What kind of spider bit him that caused those problems?
I can't remember.
It's really extreme. Is it like more?
Well, he's bitten by a different spider. He's whenever he's bitten by a different spider. Remember Spider-Verse?
Yeah, in Spider-Verse. I think in Spider-Verse, that spider was a little bit sparky. If I'm not mistaken.
It was different. It was he didn't have electro powers in Spider-Verse.
At the end, at the end.
Oh, that's right. At the end, oh my god. Yeah,
he awakened his powers through happiness.
Yeah, he sure did, man.
Yeah. That's how he beat.
Yeah, like the gameplay was super
beat them all up.
I mean, the gameplay was awesome. I mean, it was
Is it like
it was like the first one, but like more like the electro stuff, how it was incorporated into the combat kind of, and like the way that he turned invisible. I mean, it just looks. I mean, I know it's not going to be a game. It's shorter than the first game.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So what they've said is that it's 10 hours. It's not the 20-hour experience that Spider-Man was.
Yeah.
In that way. So it's cheaper. So I think it's only going to be like $40 or something.
$20 off, baby.
Yeah, because it's not like a full thing.
Budget Spidey.
I think what they're going to do, if you want my theory, is that I think that the second game is going to have Miles and Peter. So I think it's going to be like, I think this is a way that they're like introducing Miles and his character into the whole universe.
So where is it taking place? New York?
So what the gameplay showed is, yes, it's New York in the winter time, which is sick. Because it will just look cool. And then
snow, dude.
What all the trailer was is like Miles' mom is running for office, and like the taskmaster is the villain, and she is like blows up this bridge, and it's just really awesome like combat. It's like one of those amazing playable cinematic thing from the first game.
Yeah.
That was just what the trailer was, and it looked fucking great. And it was running on a PS5. I was like, cool, whatever. I was watching it. I was really excited, but I wasn't surprised. I was like, this looks great, and I can't wait to play it.
Yeah.
But so I'm watching this event, okay, and I'm just like, it's just gonna, they're gonna announce like the price. That's just all I was expecting. And Spider-Man. Everything was expected except for Final Fantasy, but I didn't care.
Yeah.
So the third thing, it starts and it's fucking clouds. Or no, it comes Warner Brothers games. And I'm like, Warner Brothers? Like, what is this? Is this gonna be like a Batman thing or something?
Yeah.
Harry Potter music plays. And I'm like,
what?
Wait a minute. What is this? And then it pans out, we see a carriage with an owl on it, and then we go through the clouds, Hogwarts, bitch, and it says late 1800s Hogwarts, and they fucking announce it's an Hogwarts like RPG that's like coming out next year, dude. That is beyond genius. I can't believe that they haven't done it. Like there was a rumor that was a thing like years ago. I remember like reading about it, but like it's actually gonna be a thing, and it looks fucking so dope. Like I love that it's gonna take place like before Potter. Like it takes place
Yeah.
like so it could be its own thing. And like think about the possibilities, man. Like you could like customize your character. You could like, you know, I maybe you can choose what house you're in, Ravenclaw,
Yeah.
Hufflepuff, Gryffindor, Slytherin, and depending on which one that you choose, gives you
Yeah.
a different path throughout the game, different characters that you meet. I mean, there's so many cool possibilities. And, like,
Yeah, dude.
it's just such a genius idea. Like, they're like the Harry Potter obviously is such an amazing, huge world
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you can do like so many cool shit with. So it's like like you could play if you could play Quidditch, like it could just be a game where you play Quidditch, and I'm like, I'm gonna buy it. Like I don't care. There was a game in the GameCube where it was just Harry Potter Quidditch, and I played the fucking shit out of that. I loved it. So like if they just had Quidditch and like spells and fucking I don't know how the combat's gonna work, but
Yeah.
like that could be so cool. Like
Expecto.
dude, it could be so dope. Like wizard on wizard fucking fights, dude. Like how that's
Yeah.
gonna be so sick. I cannot wait. Like so that was I was like
Wow.
losing my shit. I was
Yeah.
so excited about it. And like it was so crazy that my friend who doesn't really play video games texted me like, "Yo, did you see that Hogwarts Legacy trailer?" I was like, "Yeah, I saw it." So that was pretty cool. That's all I
Dude,
wanted to say.
the way that you just described the situation, I imagined it that like you and your friend were just like 8 and in your pajama pants, and
Dude,
like
I felt that way.
he
Dude, it
called you,
was
but
like
you
it was
guys are acting
awesome.
real adult. Yeah, you seen
Yeah.
that Harry Potter Legacy thing? Like it's some kind of gang
Yeah,
related
yeah,
activity.
yeah,
Seen that Harry Potter Legacy thing, dude?
yeah.
Yeah, dude, I saw it.
It was so sick, dude. I was so I mean it.
Dude,
I
bring the cookies. We're gonna fuck that up.
I do like that's the thing. Like I'm so excited about the cyberpunk game. Like I'm a huge
Yeah,
like I like I like RPGs.
yeah,
I just need a world that like I can sit there and sink my fucking teeth into it, you know?
yeah,
Um and Cyberpunk looks like I'm probably gonna do that with that game. That I
yeah,
mean, the more I see of that, I'm just like, dude, it kind of got me. I'm kind of
yeah,
like, I kind of want to play it, man. I'm kind of in.
yeah.
But Potter, man, this next what? I mean, if they make a Star
Potter.
Wars, if they
Yeah,
make like a Star Wars RPG, like I don't even know how that would have happened. Like Knights of the Old Republic is
yeah.
kind of in that.
That's what I was gonna say.
I played that like years ago when I was too young and dumb to like really like. I didn't have the
Yeah,
patience when I was young,
yeah.
so I need to replay that. Um, but yeah, man, it's fucking cool. That's all I wanted to say. Got me
That's
very
a
excited. That was
that's
like my highlight of my week.
dude, you're so passionate about it.
Dude,
It
it's
seems
so sick. It's
I'm really
so
excited
sick.
for you to play it.
It's like the Potter thing is it is a Spider-Man. Like
Uh
it's
huh.
one of those things that growing up I was massive. I have all the Potter movies over there, all of them,
Yeah,
except for the Fantastic Beasts where to find them two. That was bad, but um, I love the movies and I
yeah,
love the books equally. Shocking.
yeah.
Someone could love the movies and the books at the same time. Wow.
Unbelievable.
Insane. Um, so, but like as a kid, I've always been like, there have been Potter games, but
Yeah,
not like they've been like movie games. Like
yeah,
they've been
yeah,
like shitty, fucking. But I still play them anyway. But they
yeah,
were like not like a real game that was like developed over the course of years and years and years.
yeah. Totally,
It
totally.
sucks that the writer is a giant fucking piece of garbage.
Oh, you mean
Um,
yeah, J.K. Rowling now?
like yeah, it turns out that she's just a fucking cunt. But
Yeah,
um, I don't care. It's still cool. She's not involved in it.
yeah,
I love it, but I mean whatever.
yeah,
It's a bummer, but you know, she created this cool world. Whatever. I don't really want her involved in any Potter things anymore. But
yeah.
um, yeah. Anyway,
Well, that's
you want to talk
that's
about this movie, dude, that we just
yeah, that's
watched?
that's what I was gonna say. You want to transition from transphobes and magics to
Trans.
dinosaurs.
Yeah, dude. It's good.
I just had a thought about this movie that we're going to talk about, which
Uh-huh.
this was a movie I picked. This movie's Disney's. You might remember Disney is a production company. They make movies. They made some of the famous movies out there, like the Goofy movie, which we talked about
Right.
earlier.
And they also made a movie called Luca Robinson's that made very famous movie.
Which also features a dinosaur in it.
They also made a great film called Air Buddies, which is
Air Buddies.
a spin-off of the classic film Air Bud.
Yeah.
And it's many sequels like Air Bud Strikes Back.
I think they made Chitty Bang Bang. They made that.
Chitty Bang Bang.
Yeah.
Tons of classics.
Yeah. But you might remember this one the most out of all of them. Out of all the ones that we listed, this one, this movie from around 2002. We don't know. I know a lot of people know. It's really it's veiled in mystery because this film has been so coveted that they won't even tell you secrets like when it was made. They just want to keep it a secret, keep it to themselves, and keep
it
all.
Came out keep all the new millennia, 2000.
2000.
This kicked off the new millennia in a
this is exactly. Wait, when was the release date? Oh
yeah, let's see. What if it was January 1st? This is a summer movie, dude.
What if it was September 20th?
Oh, dude, that'll be creepy as fuck. I hope not. Oh yeah, no, this is a summer movie.
Release date.
May 19, 2000.
Well, it turned 20 this year. We know that exactly.
20. It turned 20 this year.
Because it was for that reason.
How did I not know that? There's no anniversary.
Yeah,
I didn't hear that. The anniversary Blu-ray release of Dinosaur.
They just don't give the respect to this movie that it deeply deserves. So we're doing it. We're doing it right now. We're addressing this movie. We're saying it's a hidden masterpiece. This movie is Dinosaur. I already have a question.
Yeah.
Why is it called Dinosaur?
Well.
Why is it called that?
Oh man, that's a tough question, dude. Well, I mean, my answer would be that the lead character is in fact a dinosaur.
Okay.
And it takes place in prehistoric dinosaur times.
Yeah.
Therefore, the titling of Dinosaur fits almost perfectly.
Okay.
Well, that's my answer.
Hear me out on this. if it's just called Dinosaur, first, okay, I have two options that I think.
Yeah, that's true. It's not plural.
Why is it not dinosaurs? There's a lot of dinosaurs in the movie.
Very true.
Why is it called Dinosaur? Now, I was thinking about this. a little bit.
So why leave out the plural?
And my thought was, okay, this dinosaur who we are followed with, our main man Aladar, right?
Yeah.
He's like a really great dinosaur because he makes them not bigots. This is a racial movie, of course.
Right.
So they say that, so he makes them not bigots. So maybe he's Dinosaur. Okay. So why isn't it called The Dinosaur? Like he's the dinosaur,
that would be a better title, The Dinosaur.
Right. Or like a dinosaur. Or just a dinosaur. Because they make a point like that, like a little thing can make a big difference. It could be just called just another dinosaur. Why is it not called that?
I think you're right. They could have called it Dinosaurs because Alagar is a shitty character.
Yeah.
Like,
who wants to sympathize with just another dinosaur guy?
Well, like, there's tons of dinosaurs that you sympathize with. But there's also monkeys. That's the issue. It's not all dinosaurs.
Where is the monkey representation in this title?
Yeah,
you don't even address it.
It should be called Dinosaurs and the Monkeys.
Yeah.
It should be called that.
Dinosaurs.
Monkeys and dinosaurs.
No, dude, get this. This is the movie for it. The Dinosaur, Aladar, who's the dinosaur with monkeys.
I just had a thought.
Okay.
Were monkeys around during the prehistoric time?
Eva.
Like, were they
We're
around? Like, is that not a weird question to ask?
were monkeys like in the movie around?
Like they look like, what kind of monkeys were they? Because they look like
They look
they
like
look
lemurs.
modern monkeys. Yeah, like lemurs.
Yeah. What should how do I Google that?
No, I'll Google it.
Oh, okay. Eva's on it. She's
Were
looking it up.
monkeys,
That's a great question. Were these
because
lemurs?
like I've never heard of them that like monkeys were hanging out with dinosaurs. Like I've
Yeah.
never heard that.
It's not accurate. It's not accurate.
So they
Dude,
just created monkeys. They just put monkeys in this prehistoric time. What the fuck? That's so fucking dumb, dude. I don't like this movie even more.
Yeah.
That's
And
stupid.
Eva's saying that this is like a 20 million year difference between the
20
species.
million?
Yeah.
Who did this? Who wrote this movie?
Who wrote this? Who wrote
They should
this?
have had like dodo birds or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Are dodo birds more
Yeah,
accurate?
those are
Hang on.
prehistoric.
Dodo birds?
Hang on. I gotta oh man, I
I don't
lost
think
it.
dodo birds existed around the time of the dinosaurs. We killed the dodo birds. They
Oh.
Rip.
Wait,
Rip, yeah. Big rip.
so that's crazy. So they made this whole movie where the
This is a
monkeys are
substantial
allies.
plot hole.
That is a major plot hole if I've ever heard one.
Substantial.
I
Hey,
feel
call
like,
Disney right now. Hey, Disney. Hello? Hello? Is this Disney himself? Sir, I need yes, did you make Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? Okay. Also the Goofy movie. You did both of those. Okay. You're the right guy. This is the Disney
And
who I'm
Snowbuddies.
trying to get. And
Nothing
Snowbuddies?
Snowbuddies.
Snowbuddies? Hey, did you remember those leapers and dinosaurs? He hung up by now. He doesn't want to face his
This
issues.
crazy crackhead.
No, dude, he's calling his producers like, dude, they're onto us. They found out about the monkeys.
They're all good.
Give me the Chitty Chitty Bang
Like,
Bang
that actually is
stash.
fucking insane.
Yeah.
Like, because here's the problem with that is
Okay.
that children watch dinosaurs.
Yeah, they don't know.
And yeah, they don't fucking know. And
Yeah.
they're like, they're dumb kids. They don't fucking know. They're dumbass 10.
Yeah. 10-year-old.
So-
Stupid, fucking idiotic 10-year-olds.
And they don't know. You know, if I was 10 watching this movie, it's like, wow, I didn't monkeys for hanging out with dinosaurs.
Yeah, think about
Not
those
only
poor
is that
kids.
wrong, it is
History
so
tests.
wrong. Even like from a writer's perspective, why would we even do that? Because it's even
Yeah.
so stupid. Because you know that dinosaurs are so fucking old. We
Yeah.
evolved from monkeys, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if monkeys were around, like when dinosaurs are around, like what?
Humans are up next, dude. That
And
don't
that
make
just
no
doesn't
sense.
connect with our history, you know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
what
agree.
the hell?
This
Anyway.
is a huge problem. And
You
also,
want to describe the weird, unique thing about this movie
yeah.
in terms of like the animation?
Oh, yeah. You want me to describe it?
Yeah.
Okay. So the interesting thing about this movie is that they use practical effects.
Right. Practical environments.
Wait, we get expert knowledge.
Iguanodon and Carnotaurus also did not live at
Damn.
Oh,
Dude,
fuck.
we're fucking Disney up right now.
I know.
We're
They're gonna kill
completely
us.
just exposing them.
They're gonna copyright claim this video.
It's funny because they chose like relatively obscure dinosaurs. Like it's
Yeah.
not like they chose
That's very
like
true.
Triceratops and T-Rex.
There ain't even a Steggy in there. There was no Steggies
I
in
would
that movie.
Yeah, there wasn't.
Those the really popular ones, and
Yeah.
they were like, "Oh yeah, sure, these are the most popular. Let's put those in the same time period." But they chose kind of obscure dinosaurs. They could have
Yeah.
at least gone to like one time period and been like, "What dinosaurs existed at this
Right.
time period?"
Yeah.
I mean, they don't care.
realized at the right time for the extinction of dinosaurs, the KPG boundary, which is what they're showing with the asteroid.
Yeah.
So all of it's wrong.
This is
I
all
don't
bad.
understand. This is a weird. That's major insight.
Yeah,
because
this movie just gets weirder the
like
more
that
we
has
research it.
a lot of questions that we had because we're watching this. We're like, I've never even heard of this Iguanodonsaurus or whatever this fucking thing. Like, give me the
Iguanodonsaurus.
Brachiosaurus, give me the Stegosaurus. The
Yeah.
raptors, there's a T-Rex, kinda, but they're
Not a
kind of in the
T-Rex.
background.
Yeah, yeah.
They're not like the main focus. It's this iguana thing and a like Canara, whatever it was, a Canara. The bad ones. What are they called?
Canartars.
Yeah, whatever they're called.
Carnosaurs.
Carnosaurs.
Dude,
Yes.
no, we have to call them canars now. Let's find better names. Let's
The
call better names.
canars,
Let's have better names for iguanodon
the
and
iguanas,
we have the canars and the Iggy boys. Canars and Iggy boys. That's the name of the movie. Why isn't it called that?
I don't know. That's
Iguanodon and Carnosaur.
so stupid, man. This movie's fucking dumb.
So the way they decided to pick this movie, which was clever. There was moments that we were like, we appreciate this, where they
Totally.
they used.
But it was all for the visual. It was all like in terms of
Yeah,
like
right.
the way that the movie's directed. Like
Yeah,
in terms of the story and the way this movie's written, this movie is really stupid and bad.
yeah.
Like the story is just so like contrived, and it's so like
Well, you said it best. It's not even. In addition to the story, it's just not that interesting. It's not even like they have the worst setup in the world. But
the weirdest part
it's
to
kind
me
of
about
bad.
this, the weirdest part to me about this movie is that they're making a movie called Dinosaur, and when the movie opens, you're like, wow, they're gonna take this realistic approach to like kind of like how dinosaurs move and how they interact.
Yeah.
But like, 20 minutes into this movie, they abandoned all of that, and they're basically the dinosaurs are talking. Newsflash, they didn't talk.
Yeah.
And then, and
dude,
like,
that's a really good point.
Do human shit, like the way that they like there's a dinosaur that acts like a dog in this movie.
Yeah.
For like no reason.
Yeah, that's actually like, really weird. The way that like a dog was weird. Really weird.
It's such a like classic of because even the dinosaur fights are kind of more realistic. They're not. So I don't really understand this approach of.
Yeah, but I mean, even like the dinosaur documentaries are exciting, right? And that's just narration and shit. Kazoo type pineapple. But even that shit, you know, they that's like exciting, you know. You see like Carnodons or T-Rexes, like they're battling each other, and that's exciting and thrilling.
What about Jurassic Park?
Yeah, Jurassic Park.
They took the approach of like, I mean, the dinosaurs moved and like they were to move in.
You know, I think they actually made it. I think they actually made it even more boring than how a realistic dinosaur thing would be, because instead of just showing like a realistic dinosaur fight, they showed like it was like this drama. It was like a family argument, like the whole movie, and it was just like this drama between like ideological worldviews. You know, do we leave behind the weak, or do we like hey, is it a dog eat dog world, or do we help those who are weaker than us?
Well, the thing that I hate about it is like it's making me think about it because the way that this movie is presented makes it feel like a realistic dinosaur world.
Yeah, and it's not.
Dude, these dinosaurs don't have this philosophical fucking conversation. Like they'll be like, well, this guy's dying, we gotta go get water. Fuck you, I'm bye. This is what's gonna happen. Unless it's like their kid or something like that. They don't care. You know? They don't give a fuck. They're just gonna survive. They're gonna leave people behind. They weren't thinking sitting by the campfire and going, should we really leave these guys behind?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
And they wouldn't be sitting by a campfire either.
Exactly.
You know, so let's think back to that poor kid's history test who's putting down like, oh yeah,
Monkeys
carnosaurs,
were real. Monkeys were
piggy
around.
boys, and monkeys
Monkeys used
around.
to like ride dinosaurs for fun.
His test is horrible, just horrible so far. And then at the very end, it would say, how would packs survive when trying to trek across long deserts? And the kid would say, leave no one behind because all dinosaurs are created equal. Even the old ones that sound like grandmothers and the retarded ones that sound like dogs. All of them deserve life.
That's something that I'm thinking right like today.
Yeah.
Like no, dude, these dinosaurs. It was literally the definition of survival of the fittest.
Yeah, dude.
And also, like, they tried to show this like realistic dinosaur fight at the end.
So
dude, if it was, bro, blood, limbs are coming off.
Yeah. Dude, that's a great point. Why do you do a G-rated dinosaur movie?
Like,
that's not like super Disney.
If you're going to do it, I want them to stand up and I want them to go like this. That's what I want. Don't show me like trying to be all realistic.
Dude, that's exactly what didn't work about this movie. You're like hitting the nail on the head because, like, you know, even A Land Before Time. That's another cartoon.
That's a
dinosaur
cartoon,
thing.
and I love Land Before Time.
And that's even like intense. You know, that has like scary moments.
And they try to do that.
Oh no! My arm is falling. No!
I remember when we first got those. I fucked it
up. I remember you like threw it across the room.
Yeah.
No.
Jesse's gotta fix it, that little dummy.
That little dummy. Here we go.
Little big dummy.
This thing is falling. Oh shit. It's a
holy crap, dude.
Holy crab is right.
Holy crab.
Okay, I'm back. I'm holding it now. So you can hear my
Have you got my buddy Carino?
All right, what were we talking about? We were talking about grannies, and we were talking about survival. Oh, we were talking about stupid dinosaur fight. Oh, I was talking about Land Before Time. That's what I was talking about.
Are you holding it?
Yeah, I'm holding it now. I was talking about Land Before Time, which depicts a more cartoony version, you know, but it's a believable world that those guys would like be chatting with each other and going on a dinosaur-like adventure with the normal like dangers of a dinosaur, right? Sure, we understand that, we believe that, but this movie, like you're saying, is not believable because it's a realistic world where dinosaurs talk, but in the realistic world, dinosaurs don't talk. And that's my TED Talk. That is my officer.
Straight up.
That is why this movie is one of the best Disney movies.
Someone coming out of this movie and they're like, movie's bullshit. Dinosaurs don't talk. Bullshit. Horrible. F. It's 2 out of 10 for me.
Oh.
Walking out with his like 5-year-old kid.
Yeah.
With like holding his hand.
Don't listen to any of that shit, kid. That's the same kid who has the bad history test. He didn't listen to his dad. He liked it.
Listen, I'm a paleontologist. Fuck this movie. I'm boycotting it.
Dinosaurs Don't Talk. That's another good name of the podcast.
Don't talk. That's what, if I was a critic during the time, that's what I would have titled it. Dinosaurs Don't Talk. But hey.
That could have been the name of the movie. That would have been better than Dinosaur.
You know, I said when this movie started, there's this really... I mean, this movie has a cool opening.
Yeah.
You see, like...
But that's more like the nature documentary kind of thing that you were talking about.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Is like, I feel like this movie just would have been better if it was that.
Yeah.
I
I
feel
thought
like
at first it was going to be like the dinosaurs don't talk and we just see like these dinosaurs, which was so weird because the dinosaurs at the beginning didn't seem like they could. Like, what's up with the carnivores? Are the carnivores not intelligent? They're just
yeah,
like, they never talked. Why didn't they try talking to them? They just tried bellowing at each other.
true. Yeah, I don't know. Listen, I don't know.
Plot holes galore.
Plot holes galore. I think at the end of the day, I think what this movie was that they wanted to this. What does this remind me of? The Lion King, the remake of the Lion
Oh
King.
boy,
So what I mean
yeah.
by that is that I think this is better than the remake of the Lion King
Mhm.
because at least the remake of the Lion King, or at least this movie, is like a movie. Um,
You mean like an original concept?
yes,
Like
they're
someone
attempting
said
to
it.
tell a story. The Lion
Mhm.
King is the soul-sucking version of a better movie.
Yeah.
But what I mean by that is that Dinosaur only had this like technology that they wanted to show off, that they wanted to prove that they could do something like this, make these
Yeah.
realistic looking dinosaurs in this realistic world. And for the most part they kinda do. I mean,
Yeah.
there's like some shit that's like still dated, but it's not nearly as bad as something like Shrek or like Shrek
Yeah.
the original one where you watch that today and you're like, what the
Well,
fuck?
I think that was one of the good actually. I think evidence of how they shot this that made it not look as dated, but also goes to show how this was that technological cash grab was that they shot real locations and just animated the dinosaurs.
Yeah, right,
So like
exactly.
which made it look better
Yeah.
coincidentally. It made it look
Yeah,
not
yeah.
dated, but it was to cut costs so they didn't have to animate it
Yeah,
and
right.
they could just get get this movie out as fast as
Yeah,
possible.
so a lot of
Probably.
this, like the middle of the movie is just in a desert. There's like no
Good God,
that's it.
that's like one
Yeah.
of the it just looks. That's one of the things as a kid. There's movies like this that I didn't know what I didn't like about it, but now I understand because I learned like what like good set design is and just have seen more movies and I'm not a stupid fucking idiotic 10-year-old anymore. But
You're not?
it's just that it's that feeling of like just watching movies that feel dead, you know? Like
Yeah, yeah.
even though if they can have like even like there's a lot of movies that might have like the same plot as classics or something like that, but
Yeah,
they just feel dead because of how
right.
because there's nothing to see.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's what the desert felt like this whole movie.
Yeah.
It just and it wasn't like in the cool isolated thing way,
Yeah.
or
We'll just have no energy. It was
yeah,
just
or
like
Lawrence of Arabia or something. No energy. It was no energy. It was so
yeah, this movie is no Lawrence of Arabia. Dude,
if I
that
was
is
gonna
another thing. Imagine a guy coming out of this movie the opposite of the other guy. Where he's like, dude, this is the Lawrence of Arabia of dinosaur movies, dude. Remember that? Like, he points to the cashier at the
yeah.
movie theater and he goes, remember Lawrence of Arabia? And the guy's like, yeah. It's like, dude, this movie, you gotta see it. And this just walks out,
Wow.
like, comparing it to Lawrence. Anyway.
Dude, I can totally see like maybe a tech obsessed dad or something like that who'd like is getting kind of into it because it's all new and it's
He
kind of
walks in with
cool.
his Geek Squad shirt.
Yeah, yeah. And he comes out
Fuck,
and says
dude.
that. Fuck. That's
Fuck,
that's
yeah.
it. That's the next one.
Oh, dude. There was like, I mean,
That's
there's
funny as
always
fuck.
like shit. This is one of those movies that you said earlier. It's just like it's a technical cash grab. It's just like
Yeah,
Disney is good at this, you know.
yeah,
They're doing it long. I mean, sometimes technical cash grabs work, like Toy Story. At the same time, it was like they're marketing this new thing that Toy Story so happens to be an amazing, iconic film.
yeah.
You know, Dinosaur.
Because
No
of the
one knows.
story.
Like this movie, like.
Yeah.
Sure, it has a lot of
You know,
technological advances, but no one fucking knows what
here's a
dinosaur
good
is.
here's a
I
good
might be wrong, but
comparison with Toy Story too, is because I'm sure there's arguments like some guy who's a dinosaur fan, who is saying Dinosaurs is actually just
he's a
really
fan
good.
Of Dinosaur, or he's a fan of dinosaurs in general.
Well, probably both. If he no, he doesn't like dinosaurs at all,
Right.
but he loves the movie Dinosaur.
I don't think dinosaur fans who study dinosaurs will hate this movie. It's
because it's so
accurate.
wrong.
There's no monkeys that are, you know.
Well, yeah, but let's say there's just one guy who doesn't like real dinosaurs, but he likes talking dinosaurs, but not like the animated kind, like this animated kind.
Right.
So there's a big fan of this, and he says, you know, this movie doesn't get the respect because it looks so dated. You know, people don't get past that, but people still watch Toy Story Run.
Exactly.
People watch Toy Story 1.
Shrek.
People watch Shrek. God forbid.
Like Shrek is a good movie. It's a meme, but it's a good movie. But it looks crazy.
Yeah, it does.
So, like, yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely.
So, guy out there who's listening, let's call him Lil Dicky. No, I don't want to call him Lil Dicky.
Dave.
I was thinking about calling him Dave. Let's use Dave. Actually,
Lil Dicky's real name.
Let's switch the E and the A and call him Deva.
Okay.
That's his name. I don't have anything more to say to you, Deva. That's a bad opinion to have. Bad opinion, Deva.
I got a question for you.
Yeah, sure.
Rank this among dinosaur movies.
What? Okay, let's list all the dinosaur movies ever.
Land Before Time.
Jurassic Park. Okay. Are we counting? This is all any movie with a dinosaur in it, like Mr. Robinson's. Meet the Robinsons.
I feel like it's gotta be.
Is it like where dinosaurs are the main character?
Yeah, I feel like dinosaurs have to be the main character.
Yeah, so Jurassic Park wouldn't count.
No, I think it would count because it's like it's about dinosaurs. You know what I mean?
But it's not. It can't be Meet the Robinsons because that dinosaur. Yeah, he's in it, but it's not about dinosaurs. Nothing. Yeah. Okay. I understand the question.
Jurassic Park qualifies.
I don't have any other additions.
A good dinosaur.
Okay, that's a good one. That is a good one. A good dinosaur.
Yeah, the third Ice Age movie that has dinosaurs in it.
Okay. Does it have dinosaurs in it like Meet the Robinsons though, or like Jurassic Park? No,
like Jurassic Park.
Okay, cool. Okay.
For sure. Well, it's called Dawn of the Dinosaurs. So the third Ice Age movie.
That is a good descriptive title. Yeah. What, dinosaur? It's not.
You know, Land of the Lost starring Will Ferrell. I have to say, is one of the worst movies I have ever seen in my life.
What the fuck is that?
It's a horrible comedy that he did in the 2009.
About dinosaurs?
So, Land of the Lost was this famous TV show in the 50s, and he remade it. And it's not about dinosaurs, but it's like he goes into this like other dimension where there are dinosaurs. I'm just looking at dinosaur movies.
Dinosaur movies.
You know what's funny is there's not a lot of them.
No.
Like you have Journey to the Center of the Earth, which really isn't like a dinosaur movie.
That's more like a Meet the Robinson movie, you know? Yeah, totally. It's a couple of scenes.
You know, there isn't really a lot of dinosaur movies. You know,
dude. Theodore Rex is a dinosaur movie.
I find Theodore Rex to be better than this.
Well, it's because it's more. Yeah, it's way. I would rewatch Theodore Rex. It's
100%.
It's like one of those things that you can kind of watch endlessly.
If you're listening to this and you don't know who Theodore Rex, who or what Theodore Rex is, do some research.
Yeah, just type that in. Watch it, I really want to talk about that with you.
Yeah, we do. We have to. We have to.
Maybe we could rewatch it and talk about it. Maybe we could just rewatch it like we did this.
I kind of want to be in the same room when we do that. Though.
Yeah, I would like that too. I would like to be able to be close to you when we rewatch.
I just want to be in the same room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can be on opposite sides, but if we're on the same room. Hey, how's your corner?
Yeah.
It's good. It's COVID and gay free.
Oh my God. Wow, yeah, we really talk about this movie.
Yeah. Well, it's not good. There's not much to talk about. Like this is so boring.
We were
Because
anticipating a goofy movie.
Yeah.
It was, again, not the goofy movie, but a goofy movie. We were expecting a crazier movie to talk about, but it's not that crazy.
Let's go over the plot a little bit just to describe the insignificance, because all the exciting shit happens in the first, what you say, like 10 minutes?
Yeah, I would say
like literally, that's
minutes.
so true. The most exciting thing happens
because
at the very fucking beginning.
The first 20 minutes, you see this amazing, it shows the world, really sweeping, cool shots to show you the world of these dinosaurs, an egg, and then a T-Rex comes and, you know.
Actual scenes with scenery and then things moving through
and
said
like
scenery.
The egg, it's this cool scene of watching our main character.
Dude, that was cool.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's super visual. It's super, the music was pretty good. It was ripping off of Jurassic Park,
but it was musically, it was emotionally evocative.
Yeah, it was cool, and then it turns into Jurassic Park, fucking Jungle Book, where our main character is a dinosaur when he's raised by monkeys. Which they didn't lean into that a lot. If this dinosaur was raised by monkeys, he would act so
weird.
That is the opportunity to be more over the top.
Yeah.
What if this dinosaur learned how to swing on lines? You know?
Man, I want to see that movie. Well, they couldn't even do that because all the vines were obliterated. Like there was not a single vine except in the beginning. Right. So that would have been even funnier if one of the key characteristics was that he could swing on vines, and then he just never did it again. It was just one shot.
Like what I was saying was like monkeys, he's hanging out with monkeys, then a meteor fucking hits.
Yeah.
And destroys their island, and then they have to just go and find water, and then they run into other dinosaurs, and then there's a complication of factions, people die. It's kind of it. I mean, it's really like,
literally the hour of this movie, of the hour and 20 minutes, the hour
this movie is
just
hour
them.
and 20 minutes.
It's just crazy. I don't know if I've seen an hour and 20-minute movie in a long time.
It's short, very short.
But the hour is just them trekking. You're right. They're just going across the desert, and like they don't do anything. Like they just get kind of pissed about like not getting water.
To find some water.
Yeah.
There's a tent that like cute kind of seeing the kids like, oh, here's the water. Like, oh, thanks.
But there's not even really like
that is horrible.
Horrible.
And cringy. There's no chemistry. The voice acting is garbage.
Yeah.
It's garbage. It's horrible. It's so like they hired these cholos. Just nothing. There's no A-list actor in this movie. Because I'm pretty sure they just they don't have any money, so they hired like kind of this regular voice actors.
It really seemed like after the meteor scene, after the meteor hit, so did their budget.
All the money
went destroyed. Like their budget was just gone after that.
That's funny. That's really
so
funny.
they were literally at that point. Maybe they just like got to a point where they got to the end of the monkey swinging sex scene, and they were like, fuck, dude, we are like 90% through the budget right now. And they said, okay, how do we make everything look just like dirt? So we can just take pictures of dirt and rocks and just put that in the whole movie.
Dinosaurs over
and maybe dust. We could do dust. So we need a setting that's just dust, dirt, and rocks. Okay. What if a meteor hits and obliterates everything? And there's just dust, dirts, and rocks.
That's so funny. I bet that's what the conversations were like.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
It's like, oh, dude, that's good. That's really good. Then we don't even have to show any living life in the background at all. We'd have to show birds, no bugs.
Right.
There's not even bugs in this movie. There's always bugs in dinosaur movies. There's one bug. There's one like chameleon bug. Chameleon. One chameleon.
You don't even see a fly.
Not even a fly. Where the fuck's the goddamn flies? There's so many flies. The Brachiosaurus just like a big old horse. There's all kinds of flies around horses.
I want you to guess how much this movie cost to make.
I'm gonna guess $5 million.
$5 million?
Yeah. $5 million.
Higher.
Higher?
Oh yeah.
$10 million.
Wait, what are you talking about?
How much?
That's $10 million is your final answer.
Okay.
You went to film
Okay.
school. You studied budgets. And you watched this movie and said, that was definitely $10 million to make. You know what was $10 million to make? The fucking White House. That was $10 million to make.
All right. Here's my final
And
answer.
most of that budget probably went to Will Dafoe and fucking Robert Pattinson.
Here's my final answer. $15 million.
Oh my god. So this movie cost $140 million to make.
Wow. I was a little bit off.
Which was probably, I don't know, like inflation or anything, but I don't know what it was like 20 years ago. That might have been
Probably reasonably close.
reasonably close, you think?
I would think so.
Yeah, so whatever. But
I mean,
that's
I think
still a
movies
good
cost
amount of
$10
money.
million, so I don't know.
You know how, you know how much Endgame costs to make?
200 and no, that's how much it earned. I'm guessing $2 billion,
What?
$4 billion.
200. It made more than 200 million. It made what? How about 2.3 billion?
Yeah, that sounds right.
It cost, I think, $300 million to make.
Wow,
Can you
that's a lot of
believe that?
money.
I think it was the highest. I think it cost the most money to make. That
would-
and then really randomly, one of the Pirates movies.
It was really expensive. Yeah,
Which is so funny. Like, that's the weirdest like franchise for me.
yeah,
Because they made 5 of them.
that's a lot. I thought they
And
made
they
6.
made a lot
to
of
be
money.
honest. Yeah,
Weird.
yeah. I
The
didn't.
first one's great.
Yeah,
But like, dude, I don't even know like what
The
happened
Pirates
in the
Express.
sequels. I definitely saw them,
yeah,
but I have no clue.
yeah.
They all
yeah.
blend into one.
That was one of those things that just sort of like they came out rapid fire, and I don't
Rapid fire.
remember it. Yeah,
Rapid fire. They're like part of my childhood though. It's just like it's not like they're coming out every year. Like,
Yeah.
oh, there's a Pirates movie out.
See,
Well,
I
let's do that.
had the
Okay.
family. We were not a franchise family. My parents didn't watch movies a lot, but they were always like the kind of movies like the Harry Potter and the Pirates movies, which were the movies I passed by going to other movies.
Yeah, sure.
And I don't remember any of the other movies, so it's not like I saw better shit. I wasn't like getting off on like the good stuff. I was just watching like just going past all those. But I remember them all because they were always in theaters.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Harry Potter for sure. It's kind of it's weird because I was always excited to see the Harry Potter movies, and I saw them, so like I wasn't. Well, also like it wasn't as weird because the first one I saw in theaters was the fourth one, and then like because that's just the age I was.
Yeah.
When they first started coming out, that's how fucking long this movie went on. The first one came out like 2001. I was like 4 years old.
4, the little baby.
And then by the time the eighth one came out, I was 13.
My goodness.
Or no, I was 14 years old. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
It's so nuts. I don't want to talk about Potter too much, but
It's
crazy that they're all good. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just like it's so mind-boggling to me that they're able to. They're so consistent. It's fucking crazy, Tom.
You know, I wasn't into Harry Potter, and I can't think of like a movie series that I have been excited for like the next one to come out. You know,
That's sad.
yeah, I haven't really had like that experience with like a series of movies like that.
You haven't
can't
been
think of
excited
anything.
for like Endgame or like
I was excited for
Infinity
that, but it wasn't. It wasn't like the here's a whole story and we're not going to get to the end of it by like part 6 or something like that. You know,
sure,
like
there
there's
hasn't
movies.
been a lot of those, guy.
Yeah,
Harry
but
Potter's
everyone,
like the only one.
but people like have like Harry Potter, not Harry Potter or Star Wars and stuff like that.
Right.
You know, that
Yeah,
are sort of
right.
like these things that like happen during their lives, or even like Pirates that they were like excited about going and seeing those. But
Yeah,
I can't think of like, I feel like everyone sort of has a series that they talk about that like
Yeah.
identifies their life. But
right.
I never
don't
met
have that?
I never met that woman, dude. I
You
never did.
like not a TV show or anything
No.
like that.
Not from when I was a kid. No.
Yeah, I mean,
The
like when I was
only
a kid, it was. I mean, Star Wars was not part of my. I mean, when I was a
Yeah.
kid, it was long gone by the
Yeah.
time I was a kid until
Yeah.
Force Awakens came out. But like, so Star Wars was just like part of my life through the prequels and the original trilogy. I didn't
Yeah.
like see a Star Wars movie in theaters until Force Awakens.
Yeah.
That's why it was such a big deal. Because by the time that movie came out, I was like, dude, I get to see a Star Wars movie like in theaters.
Right. You never thought that was going to happen.
No,
Yeah.
no, not in a million years. Never.
Yeah.
Like it was like it didn't even like reach my brain. And I
Yeah.
like when I like in high school, I was like, wow, like it, like I was like the prequels and then the original trilogy, and that was gonna be it. Like
Yeah.
I never even conceived the idea that it would
They would come
continue.
back. Yeah. I mean, that's
It
why I think
sucks that
that's,
it was kind of lame when it came back.
yeah.
I mean, it was cool for a minute, and then it's just kind of Disney's kind of running it to the ground.
Which goes to show how a bad ending to, like with all movies, if you don't stick the ending to things, it
Yeah,
can
it
just
means
ruin
nothing, especially
everything.
Star Wars, because like the first one, was a clear. The Force Awakens, while I think that movie's still extremely well
But it
made,
was set up. It was a setup movie.
setup movie, and then the second one was a movie where it took the direction in a new way, which I think Last Jedi is fucking phenomenal. But and then Rise of Skywalker completely, it had no idea what it wanted to be, and even
Yeah.
fans of those movies, the fan like people who like the Rise of Skywalker, it is so hard to like. I have never heard a valid um like that movie's. What I'm trying to say is it's really, really bad.
Yeah, dude.
There's no like it's there like Last Jedi. You can make some arguments of why you don't like it, why.
Yeah.
There's some issues with it, but you can also go on the flip side of it, right? Where you can be like, no, I
Yeah.
think it works, and it clearly works in different. They work for you or it doesn't. You can actually have a clear discussion about it.
Yeah.
Rise of Skywalker, I've yet to hear somebody who on the internet or in person who liked that movie explain it in a proper way why they liked it.
Yeah, I mean, like the biggest problem about it is that even with, again, Force Awakens, I like Last Jedi better than Force Awakens, but I liked Force
Me too,
Awakens a lot
100%.
more the second time I watched it. I didn't like it the first time, but I liked it the second time. And I feel like the thing with those movies, like you're saying, you can debate it one way or another, but there's obviously a story to them.
100%.
Even there's
An
points, like an
intention to
example,
them.
and in Force Awakens, there was points in the story I didn't like, but there was still the story that I could sort of grab onto and enjoy the experience of the
Right.
story.
Yeah,
But
of
with
course.
Rise of Skywalker, it just didn't even have like a story. It was just a
No.
mess.
No, I mean, like, it literally is the definition of a mess. And, like, it's hard for somebody to disagree with that. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
right.
literally, it is one of, like, the most disappointing experiences I've had in a movie theater in, like, a long
Yeah,
time. Like,
I agree. Yeah,
it is, it was heartbreaking because it's heartbreaking on so many levels because the way that I thought that the new characters, Kylo Ren, Rey, and Finn, were had a lot of promise to them. A
yeah,
lot of promise to them, especially Finn. And
yeah. He's come out and
that's just
been
an
talked about
example,
that a
but
lot,
oh yeah, he fucking oh man, John
which is really
Boyega is
satisfying to see
me
him
too. I
just
mean,
like shit on it.
I think he should. I mean, I think like
Which is great because it's like, oh, you don't want to do that. What if there's another Star Wars movie? Then you won't get to be a part of it. And he's like, dude, I don't want
yeah,
that. I don't even want to be
yeah,
on.
he
It
doesn't
was
care. He's a
sucked.
great actor. He's gonna keep continuing to work.
Yeah, I'm contacting Robert Pattinson and getting his agent to work for me now. I want to be on movies
right.
like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. And so it's just like it's sad the way that they handle some of those characters. And the last movie literally. Do you remember? This is all I'm gonna say. Do you remember at the end of that movie where?
The ending might be the worst thing I've ever
Oh, it's
seen.
horrible. But like when Palpatine and Rey fight, and there's people in there's stadium seating. There's like people watching watching the fight. Remember that?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Wow. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, was going on there? Also, but it's so clear. It's so clear. Like, I mean, like, I liked it. I thought J.J. Abrams was a cool guy, but after that, I was like, what a giant fucking pussy, man. It
Yeah.
literally seemed like that he had the script here and read it. You know, I've said that before,
Yeah.
but like, he just was looking on Reddit and just wrote this movie on Reddit.
Yeah.
All we're trying to say is, fuck Disney.
Yeah.
Dinosaur sucks.
Yeah, and
I
that's
like Disney, but
yeah.
they're just so big. That
Listen, when they make things like Goofy Movie and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang,
Yeah, right.
you can't hate them through and through.
and fucking Air
And Air Bud,
Buddies,
Snow Buddies.
Marvel movies.
Did they make that one thing about the dog?
Which
You know, the
one?
snow dog.
Yeah, Snow Buddies. That's the
No,
sequel to-
no.
Oh, dude, I know what you're talking about.
It's an animated one. I think it was the same story as that
Baldo?
movie. Baldo.
Whatever.
It was Baldo.
Yeah. I don't know if that was a Disney movie.
Well,
I don't think it was a Disney movie.
isn't that the same story as that movie that just came out with Harrison Ford and William Dafoe in it?
Similar. It's a little different, but it's similar.
Wait, is there one movie with a dog in it in the snow with Harrison Ford and one movie that's going to come out with
Yeah,
Dafoe?
that's actually really funny. So there was Togo, which was a movie with Willem Dafoe and about a sled dog. It was apparently really good. That's on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
Call of the Wild, which came out earlier this year.
Yeah,
that's based on a very famous book of the same name. That was about I don't know if he was a sled dog.
Yeah.
But
he was a good fucking boy if they made a movie about him.
Really weird though, because that movie had a lot of controversy. Disney made that Call of the Wild.
Yeah.
They did both those, but like Call of the Wild had a weird controversy because they had a person play the dog. It was like motion. Have you seen the pictures of that?
No.
Oh my god, dude! After we do this, look up behind the scenes footage of Call of the Wild. You'll laugh your fucking ass off.
They had a person played the dog.
Yeah. So there's a human motion capturing a dog. So like I don't know why they didn't get a real dog.
To control the performances more, maybe.
Well,
dude,
weird,
what the
weird as shit. It looks CGI. So, like,
what the fuck was the person's job description? Dog impersonator?
I haven't
actor?
seen what the movie. I haven't seen what the movie is. I don't know if the dog's doing like crazy shit that they couldn't do a dog do. But
yeah. Like what? And how could you achieve that by having a mocapped human? Like, why not just CG in the dog?
It's really weird, dude. It's bizarre. I mean, I was fascinated by it. I watched like tons of videos. I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
Oh man, I'm so curious about that now. That's the craziest plan ever. Maybe it's genius. I don't know.
Disney is really into it's funny, they're like with this dinosaur movie and like Kong Wild and Air Bud, they're really into like animals talking. Animals talking and like, you know,
I mean, that's kind of Disney's thing, right? Like they anthropomorphize animals talking, even though they can't.
Was Homeward Bound Disney?
Oh, dude, I don't know. It does seem like that's a movie I watched a lot.
Yeah, I love Homeward Bound.
I had the two,
really good.
The two dogs and the cat, right?
Yeah. Michael J. Fox is he's the lead.
Oh yeah, that's
the lead dog.
What an interesting movie to be on the set of. You know,
Homeward Bound.
Yeah,
it's probably really weird because there's probably, you know, what's cool about that movie is like, you know, they're real dogs and they're real and they're being trained. And that was probably weird to be on set for because
you know what I hope the director was like this really skinny guy, right? He's this really skinny guy who he's not an eccentric looking man. He doesn't look that zany, but he has like a fierce passion in his eyes. And when you go up and talk to him, he has the same seriousness as Werner Herzog was during when he was creating Grizzly Man, you know, on set of Homeward Bound, you know. So it's not this outward explosiveness of crazy passion.
Right.
It's just this undertone thing, like, don't fuck with Homeward Bound, don't like fuck with the dog, he's on the shot.
He probably was
serious.
like that. Dude, that movie was probably hard as fuck to make.
Just like this sleek veteran director who's like been through some slogs, and he was like, dude, I don't need any of your bullshit.
Dude, you know,
let's make Homeward Bound.
Have you ever seen Babe? Babe?
Yeah.
That genuinely is a really good movie too, but that has like talking, that has real pig and real animals in it too.
Yeah.
The sequel, whoa. Babe, Pig in the City. Okay.
No.
And guess who directed it? I'm gonna give you like 2 guesses.
Okay. Every time you say that,
guy is, you're gonna be shocked. I don't think you'll get it, but you definitely know who this guy is.
Oh, dude, I think I know. Sam Raimi?
No, that's kind of close.
I have one more guess.
Well, good guess.
What? Okay.
It's very abnormal. Like,
dude, I've definitely heard this. It's for the second one. I've definitely heard this before.
Yeah.
I know it's not Steven Spielberg because
no. Not that good.
Fuck.
He made all shows that he made a really. He's the creator of a franchise, a cool franchise that we both really like.
Still thinking Evil Dead. Who is it? I can't think of it.
It's George Miller. The guy who did
yeah,
dude. He directed Big Pig in the City.
Dude, I forgot about that. Did he make the first one too? I think he did both.
No, he did not direct.
Oh, he
just not direct.
Okay.
Big Pig in the City is fucking insane. I highly recommend everybody check that movie out.
Is it insane in just a crazy way?
Yes. It's really, really weird. It is just a really weird movie. It's about like Dave and his friends like go to like New York City. It's like one of those types of movies.
Yeah.
But
one of those.
The stuff that they get themselves into is you wouldn't like. It's so crazy and weird that I highly recommend anybody check that movie out.
Dude, I wanna watch it now. I'm super curious. It looks like it might be on Hulu. Big in the City. Dude, that would be talking about double features, talking about great double features. That can compete with Goofy movie double feature.
That really
it doesn't
would
come close to beating it. I'm just saying.
I'll give the audience out there another really weird double feature that you can do. Wizard of Oz, the original Wizard of Oz. Then Return to Oz, the 1985.
That's the one with the Wheelers, sequel, right?
Yes, the sequel to Wizard of Oz. It is tripped out. It is whacked out. It is creepy as fuck.
Yeah, that movie always reminded me more of a Never-Ending Story than it did. The first
it came out around the same time, and I think that they were probably heavily influenced. By the success of Never-Ending Story.
The craze of that generation, like it being here, being animals who shouldn't be able to talk that can talk, done in terrible mocap footage. The craze back then was nightmarish puppets.
Yeah, so you had like
Dark Crystal.
You had Labyrinth with David Bowie.
Yeah,
you had
which is really cool now. Which like the puppet, seeing the puppet shit now. Like think about that. When we think back now and we look at the puppet shit, it's like whoa. And you think about it, it's like whoa, someone had to do that. That's crazy.
Well,
but you look back,
still around. I mean, how good
Sesame
Street is.
Right, but it's now we realize it's like a niche thing because of the labor that's involved with it. But think about how in the future when people look back on this generation's of movies and they see Call to Adventure had a mocap man in it.
Right. Well, I think that
where's the passion?
It's weird because I don't think that that's gonna happen. I don't think that we're gonna have the the nostalgia for CGI is that we're gonna
Yeah,
have.
no, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We're gonna we look at puppets and we're like, oh, we thought that was kind of dumb, but we're looking at it and we see like this was really interesting
Well,
and was
yeah, it's
kind of
just part of
cool.
it's part of the conversation of
But
it's part of the conversation of the more like digital that we get, the more like
yeah,
um, AI and these highly advanced CGI things, the more we lose the human feel of cinema or anything.
yeah. I don't know. Maybe in the future it will become something the way that it looks when we're just living in the virtual reality that's the same as ours. It will be a kind of stylistic look that some of like the special effects in John Carpenter movies are, that I'm kind of fond of that because it's like
Well,
that 70s look.
I
Or
don't think it's even the 70s look. I mean, people still watch. People like, and even my generation or our generation, like, still love Alien.
yeah, right.
Still love The Thing. Still love, like, these are all practical
Right.
effects. These are all, like, and I don't know if we're going to have the same fondness for
Yeah.
the
Well,
CGI movies, you know?
you're leading to a good point, because the thing about those movies is that even though they have those qualities in it, at the end of the day they're good movies too, right? So it'll probably be that when in the future it
Right.
won't be the
Well,
effects that we
so are the
see.
Marvel movies, right?
Yeah. So
I
we
mean,
might.
like,
So I think we're going to look at the Marvel movies because they're good movies, not because
I
of the
hope so.
CGI.
I hope
Yeah.
so. I mean, like, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I
I feel like
even to
that's
this
got to
day, though,
happen.
even to this day, I was watching Infinity War. It's on
Yeah.
TV. I was like, this movie is fucking great. It is
Yeah.
super fast paced, really awesome. They're shooting on real locations. It seems like, you know, like a lot
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
times the effects are really awesome. Endgame, as much as I thought that movie was a great conclusion, the end scene is in a giant blue room, and you can tell.
Yeah. Right.
There's nothing like tangible. You can't really feel like that they are. It's just
Yeah.
all CGI. It's just very impressive what's going on. But the problem with something like that is that 10 years from now, it's going to be dated.
Yeah.
You
I
know, when you
mean,
make an alien
yeah.
or a practical effect in 1975, it still
Yeah.
will look good today. Jaws, we talk about Jaws on this
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
It's effective. It still
Yeah.
looks good.
Yeah, I think that the big key will be if it becomes, because I think it's going to be more and more recognizable, which I think is the problem about using CGI to recreate reality. Which again, I mean, The Lord of the Rings is also something that should be brought up, because I still think those movies look and feel
Absolutely.
incredible,
Well,
but
CGI is
there's
an
a lot of
incredible tool.
yeah,
The problem with a lot of movies now is that they're using it a lot.
yeah.
They're using it to
Well, it's a dinosaur. It's the same thing with problem
yeah,
that the movie Dinosaur is that
right.
it's used as like as the reason to make the movie.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah,
Which is
which
not.
is crazy because I never. It's weird. Maybe I'm just not part of the same circles or anything, but no one in my friends, no one in my circles growing up or even now is like, oh, I'm gonna go see this movie because it has incredible like
Yeah,
CGI. Like I've never
right.
like heard that. It's like, was it a good
Yeah.
movie? You
You
know,
know,
it's not.
it's just become now it's just become so expected that sort of like photoshopping blemishes off of models and stuff. It's just
Yeah,
so expected to have that CGI
true.
polish that's not even a demand anymore. It's just a subconscious thing that you expect to get when you see a movie now. So in
Yeah,
a way, like this advancements and stuff and this technological push has just sort of created this CGI expectation that when
right.
something's off, if the shot doesn't work or there's an extra who walks on the scene, it's like, don't leave it in because it's easy, which sometimes they still do. Just put a weird mask over it, and then you got a small little moving bush in the background. How weird is that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was listening to Robert Downey Jr. explain how it's like shooting the Marvel movies.
Yeah,
And he tells a story where he like was supposed to punch with his right arm or something, and he used
yeah,
his left arm on accident or whatever. And someone came up and was like, "Oh, whatever, we'll fix it in post."
really.
You know, that's
Wow.
crazy. You know, and we probably didn't notice it. But I mean, the
No.
fact that you can do shit like that, it just expedites the filmmaking process, which is just gonna. We're just gonna. I don't know, man. It's. I don't know.
I
I'm
think
thinking out a lot of like the lack of like human
yeah.
like a human touch to something.
You know what I kind of feel like is going to happen is I think we're getting to a point with film evolution where we're realizing just the capturing of reality is not where the art is. You
Yeah.
know, that's not the art of it. And I think that we're going down the lines with, I think it's a good thing for animation and CGI technology to be going towards this realism goal, because the things that
Yeah.
we are
Right.
achieving is crazy and awesome. We're
Right.
getting really valuable information from it. But I feel like there's going to be a separation where at some point it's going to be cheaper just to make the movie completely CGI. You know, it's going to look good enough where we don't need to hire actors. You know, might not even
Yeah.
need to, we can just even program the words that we need. You know, we don't even
Yeah,
need
man.
voice actors. But then that's going to become like a separate art,
Yeah.
because that's going to become like the digitizing the world art, you know, or like just 3D
Yeah.
animation to the extreme, realistic 3D animation. And then I think people are going to rediscover sort of like what,
So
like
that's
the
interesting.
art of
So
filmmaking.
what you're saying is that it's gonna become kind of this like niche thing, like 3D animation was. It's gonna
Yeah.
become this like new art form of almost 3D
Yeah.
AI movies.
Yeah.
or
And I
something.
think that's going to just
It's
bleed.
pretty
I think
interesting.
that's going to bleed into the virtual reality world. And as soon as we get
Yeah.
that, we're going to, like, film will become like a, I don't know, it might become that where that's just not going to become, I don't know if it's going to become like the not popular thing when VR is around. I'm not totally convinced that that's going to happen in our lifetime. Probably will if the universe doesn't die from climate
So
change or
you don't
whatever,
think
but
that you don't think that in our lifetime that VR will become like the norm?
I think VR will become the norm in our lifetime. I don't think
Yeah.
it will become the medium that
I farted.
overthrows that overthrows film. You know how film overthrew
Oh yeah.
radio?
I mean,
I
well,
don't
I
know if we're
think
going to see
no,
that.
no, no, no. I think VR is a completely different medium, like
Yeah.
film and books are. I mean,
Yeah,
I think it's like completely different things.
I mean, it was like how when books were what people were always,
Oh, sure,
everyone's
sure,
reading
sure,
books.
sure,
Then
sure, sure,
radio
sure,
came out.
sure,
It was
sure.
just like everyone's reading radio,
Right.
listen to
Sure,
radio,
sure, sure,
and then
sure.
film. So it's like that. I don't think that virtual reality is going to do that to film
Yeah, I don't
yet.
think it's gonna replace cinema.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, no, no,
I
no.
think it will do that eventually. I think at some point we'll get to that point.
Probably.
I don't think we'll be
I
alive
mean,
for
I
that.
think what has to happen is that VR has to get to a point where it's like the Wall-E effect, where it's like you don't
Yeah.
have to get up from your fucking chair and you just want to be in the
Yeah.
virtual
Oh,
world
you know, honestly, it might be
forever.
that it might be something that is because it's more active engagement with it. You know, that's what we're liking more
Yeah,
with film and stuff now, is that we want our celebrities to be personable. We want them to be a real person that we can engage with and see the filmmaking process. So
right.
virtual reality, although like in depictions of it, it is sort of this sluggish way of sort of replacing our reality. It's kind of more of an active, like,
Yeah,
entertainment
I mean, I
experience,
find VR to be extremely exciting. I
because
don't
you're
like.
moving around physically.
Yeah, I mean, I think like it's the scary part of VR is like if it would get to a point where like a Ready Player One situation
Right.
where it would
Better to
be
be in the reality.
better than the actual reality.
Yeah.
But no, I think VR is like such an incredible
Yeah.
thing. I think it's so cool. I mean, I think it's just a next level immersion. I mean, in a
Yeah,
lot of
dude.
ways that movies aren't escape. So with video games, like
Yeah.
music, even like music's the oldest being does. You
Yeah.
know, get away immersion into
Yeah.
different you know worlds almost.
Yeah.
And so
I'm excited to see
it's
where
just
it
a
goes.
whole other thing. And
Y-
like we are definitely experienced VR people. I mean,
Yeah.
we played a lot of VR in our life.
Yeah.
So
You know, and what's really interesting is that VR is still at the point, like, you know how film.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing too.
It's like at the
funny,
Edison like early period where
Yeah.
people were with film were just experimenting with, let's just shoot this train, or like let's just shoot this person and play this like 10-second clips. Like with VR, we're not even cutting together feature like films. You know, we're still in like the just demonstration of, and we're all like, ooh,
Right.
it's a VR headset.
Right. Yeah. And, well, it's another thing is it's like it's not even commercially ready yet. I mean,
Yeah.
It's starting to kind of. I mean, I know the Oculus just put out the Oculus Quest 2 or whatever. Where, like you don't need but it's like no one's. It costs so much money to be VR. You have to chalk up like $4,000.
Because in addition to buying the VR headset, you have to buy the nice computer.
You got a computer, right. So it's not commercially ready yet.
No.
But what it is, I mean, if you could get, you could get Oculus, the whatever we're using, like in your home, like a console, that's gonna come, like it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And then you can get suits that give you haptic feedback, and then you can, all that stuff is game over. Video games will be dead. That's just gonna be the new video game, you know? That's the more scary thing is if VR is gonna eliminate video games.
Like it's like I don't know. That's kind of a harder thing because
they're different. VR game is different than playing Tony Hawk. You can't play Tony Hawk in VR.
Yeah. I think that the same thing is about shooting on film rather than digital. It's like in a lot of ways you could say digital has better quality than film in every way, but we just like shooting on film.
Mm-hmm.
We just like it because it's different, because it looks different, because it feels different. I think that's going to be the same thing with like a VR experience, where some people are just going to be like, I just like sitting on my couch with a controller.
Yeah,
I just like that.
Yeah, I guess I don't think in that regard, I don't know if it'll ever go away. Yeah, I think people will always like that experience of gaming.
Yeah,
like VR is like, I mean, you're like,
we still play the original Mario.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like we play VR, you can't really just be like, oh, I'll just get in a quick game. It's like, well,
it's a whole setup.
It's like probably pretty hard to do that.
Can you imagine, like, if it's become so ingrained in the culture that just everyone sort of has like a VR suit built into their clothes, so that when everyone's at a coffee shop and they're bored, they just like switch onto VR and they're just like running in place, like playing a video game.
That would be crazy.
It's like, hey, what are you doing? It's like, I'm playing Rocket League.
I'm playing Rocket League, dude. Oh my god, can you guys Rocket League VR where you're like driving the car and you can like press a button like
fly?
Like POD Rocket League.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy. Yeah, man, it's super exciting, man. I want to be part of the VR movement. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't have the money yet.
Yeah, it's expensive.
I would like to.
We're still
but it's cool.
Yeah.
Dude, how long have we been talking for? Dude?
It's been 2 hours now.
Wow.
2 hours.
Wow.
That's just how much we had to say about Dinosaur.
Thicc and Butter After Dark.
Yeah. hey, how would you clarify this movie as being on the Thicc and Butter approved or not approved scale?
I don't approve this movie. I think there's a lot of better movies that are in the style that are better use of your time.
I think we listed all of the other ones.
Yeah, we
couldn't find one.
Movies.
All the ones that we listed throughout this period of time, all of them were better to watch.
Right.
All of them. It's not like this movie is offensively bad, but if it was, it might be more like Theodore Rex, and I might want to watch it.
Yeah, right. Or yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to watch this again. I just think this is like, I'm glad that I watched it because it's just kind of like this weird part of Disney's history that I like. This giant corporation that
I'll be honest. I just enjoyed it because I was watching it with you. That's the only reason I enjoyed it.
Me too. But yeah, I don't think this is Thicc and Butter approved.
No.
Um,
It is Thicc and Butter approved to have fun with your friends.
yeah,
but
absolutely.
not with this movie because it's not much fun.
No.
Not
If
much
you're
fun.
scrolling through Disney Plus,
Skip it.
pick a different one. Skip it.
Yeah.
Go to the Airbud.
Also, I thought this movie was going to have funny teeth in it. There was no funny teeth.
Yeah, there was.
I thought there was going to be funny dinosaur
there
teeth.
was one time where at the end when the main character when he sees his baby for the first time goes, "Eh." That was pretty weird. He made like a human face. It was weird as shit.
There was some weird moments. Like there was a lot of shots where it was
a lot of
just
it they're like
this
regular
lingering-
dinosaurs, and then one close up they're just like humans. Like, what the fuck is going
exactly.
on?
There's like these dramatic like moments of just expression. It's like what is going on? Or that weird super long close up of the stupid dog Ankylosaurus.
Oh my god, yeah.
At the very ending, we just stood on that for like 5 to 30 seconds.
So weird.
What are we doing? What are we doing next week?
Oh.
Did Thicc do his homework this time?
Shit. Nope. Negative. I could not.
You could just pick a movie from your pile.
Yeah, I will. All right, let's see.
What's it gonna be for? Oh, this is episode 70, which is not
I wanted to watch.
This is not as significant as episode 69, but you know.
No. No, it's not as significant, but
it's still pretty meaningful.
What's the vibe? Do you want like a vibe that is
Okay, here's my vibe. I want a really good live action movie. I want to watch a live action movie that's not like, and I want something that's
you want
not
a classic movie, or you want to watch like something that's like
I want to watch something that's like damn good. Something damn good that's not like fantasy or like spectacle. Well, it can be it's just like that's in a genre, like some kind of like crime thing.
You don't want to watch like a genre movie. You want to watch like a drama, like a fucking heavy ass drama.
I want to. You know what? I take back anything that sparks your nookie that's not animated.
Because I was gonna say, I have a pile of movies over here.
Yeah.
I was gonna maybe pick one of these.
Do it, yeah. All of those would be good.
I think that we should do Barton Fink.
Dude, that's great. That's perfect. That's literally perfect.
I saw this movie for the first time not too long ago.
Yeah.
I was absolutely blown away by it. Because it's a Coen Brothers movie. It's one of the most iconic Coen Brothers movies. So, let's do that next week. I think
that's a great choice. I'm excited.
Great movie. So, yeah. I think this is it. For episode 69.
Yeah, we've reached a conclusion. Tell all of your friends.
Tell all your friends. If you got to the end of this.
Yeah, if you got to
tell
the
your
end.
friends. We love you. Tell your family.
Tell your grandmothers.
69.
Episode 69.
It's gonna be on YouTube.
Yeah.
On YouTube. It's on fucking whatever you're watching the song or listening to us. Whatever.
We're following you all the platforms.
It's around. It's on everything. It's on everything that you can look for except for Bandcamp. Because I don't even think they do podcasts.
Not yet, dude. Anyway. We're gonna be the first ones.
The first ones on Bandcamp. All right, everybody. We love you. Second water forever. Bye-bye.
We're the needle drop.
Yeah.